Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for joining me today in this video. Today I've been, playing around with the new Facebook Audience Insights and just absolutely love it. You can get so much great information. You can find out so much about your audience and about new audiences out there, and that's exactly what I want to show you today. Cool little trick, a few little strategies that I've been using with the Facebook Audience Insights here to find really hot niches to go after for CPA campaigns, social media campaigns, t-shirt and Teespring campaigns. Pretty much anything that I can advertise on Facebook, I can find through the Audience Insights here. And not only can you get ideas about niches that you're aware of and that you know are going to do well, but it's going to give you ideas in other niches and other angles and show you which niches are good to go after and which are going to be worth your time. So let's go ahead and jump into the Audience Insights here. Look for some really popular niches, see what's going to work out there, and see how we can find out all this great information. So in your ad campaign, Ad Manager, there's a little link on the left side that says Facebook Audience Insights. That'll bring you to the screen right here, and we're going to go ahead and choose everyone on Facebook. Because we want to search about just certain interests out there, see what the demographics are and all that stuff. Now I did a video a week or two ago about the basics of the Audience Insights here, just kind of breaking it down, showing it's going to show you and the information it's going to tell you. But today I want to talk about how to interpret some of this so that we can find those lucrative pieces and help our business as much as we can. So first off, we have things like finding lucrative interests. Now, interests are the most important part of your advertising with Facebook because it's really choosing the audience who you're going to target to. So you need that demographics right and you need those targeted interests to be right on to be able to show your message in front of the exact audience that you want. And we're going to get all the information here from the Audience Insights. The picture, that can be lenient. The headline, the description, all the call to action, all that stuff can be really lenient as long as you have the right targeting, the right audience that you're putting the message in front of and you're telling them actually to do what you want them to do. It's going to work out. So we really need to get these interests down. We need to get our demographics right and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and choose a niche here. Let's say, what's something fun that we could do? We'll do like vegetarian diets or vegetarian nutrition. Here, we'll start with this one. So let's say we want to market a ebook or a free ebook or something about eating a vegetarian lifestyle, vegetarian nutrition, fitness, whatever your thing may be. We're going to do some research here and find out exactly who we should be advertising to. So we put in vegetarian nutrition. We see that's 150,000 to 200,000 active people. So that's a good place to start. And of course when you put down any of the words, vegetarian, it's going to give you all these different kind of suggestions that Facebook has. And these are really this is how you can really find the entire interest out there. We can search on Google for different foundation, magazines, blogs, and then type them in here. That's one way to really dial it in. But then you can just use the suggestions here. Put vegetarian A, see what comes up. Vegetarian B, see what comes up. Vegetarian AB. Different things might come up different ways. Vegetarian bacon. So that type of stuff, you can find all these different type of interests that way very easily with just the suggestions. But that's really not even where the gold is in the Audience Insights here. Of course, we have our demographics. So if we were doing an ad, it's 91% women. So we're going to be targeting females exclusively probably for our ad. Looks like the age group, the bulk here is 35 all the way up to about 64. We would probably do maybe even 65 plus. But really 35 to 64 would be kind of the majority of our crowd. Now what we can do to find other types of interest is we're going to go into things, this tab up here, Page Likes. It's going to show us the top categories, the pages they like for their categories. So here's a magazine, Veg News Magazine. That's a vegetarian magazine, obviously. Vegetarian Times, same thing. So I bet those are probably Veg News Magazine. So those are more interests we can target. We don't want to. I'm not going to type in here because it will mess up our demographics. And every time you type something in, it changes that crowd you have. So it might change up all these. But as you get all these very targeted interests, you type them in. We'll do veg news. It's going to change it up so it's going to be even more targeted towards that group. The vegan zombie, you know, this is very plant-based dietitian. These are all things that you would never find putting vegetarian in there at first. Colleen Patrick Bordeaux, vegan author and speaker. That's a very targeted interest right there. Colleen Patrick Bordeaux. Boom. So, and there's another one. I mean, hell, I might need to jump into vegetarian niche after finding all these awesome little interests. And then we have pages down here. These are all the pages, the top pages they like. So you can type in each one of these, finding vegan, chick vegan, or chic vegan, veganosaurus. You know, this is all good interest that you can target here for this niche. Now, if you're searching out there, you're wondering, is this niche going to be worth it? Is this going to be something we can dive into? Obviously, we want to know if there's a big enough monthly active audience. Now, with vegetarians, we definitely have a big enough active audience. Now, what we want to know is, it's going to produce good results. It's going to be a very lucrative niche compared to those normal niches out there, those normal social media niches with fan pages, like a dog page even. Those are kind of an average type of producing page, where you compare it to like a gun rights page or a very passionate, hardcore niche. You can make a lot more off of fewer people with those type of niches. So we can find out if this niche is something like that by looking at a few more different demographics that the Audience Insights is giving us. Of course, location, don't need to worry about that unless you want to dial down your targeting. But we come to activity. This is where it kind of gets a little interesting. Now, it's showing us the activity of these users on Facebook. So here it's showing us the average pages they like is 42 pages. Now, the gray box behind it is the median Facebook user. So the average Facebook user only likes 19 pages total. So this is a more diverse crowd. They like a few more pages than your typical audience. They comment a lot more than your typical Facebook user. They like posts a lot more, so you're probably going to get a lot of action on your fan page. They share a lot of posts. Post promotions redeemed. You know, people don't do those that much. And then ads clicked. This is another very important one. We want this pretty high. 20 and up is pretty good compared to the average of 4. Because we're going to be advertising these people a lot. So we want to make sure that they're going to click our ads, and this shows that yes, they will. So that's a good place to start. We can see that, all right, this audience, this niche is active. They're going to interact with our page, and they might buy. So that's what we want to go into even farther. So let's go ahead into household. Here we can see the median income, you know, 50 to 75, that's about average. Are they renters or owners? People who are owners have a little bit more money, keep that in mind, in just the average case. So there are more buyers than renters. That's something good to know. Home market value, nothing really care. Household size, this is something you want to pay attention to because you want to see if they have kids. Is it single families or what's going on? Because then you can market in other areas, or if the same problem might consist in that family, where this would be vegetarian is the niche. So they're probably going to want their kids to eat like vegetarians too. So you can put out a book on how to, if it's a niche that has a lot of kids, they're having 2-3 kids every household, then you can do a vegan diet book for children and launch that to the same crowd, you know, stuff like that. This information is showing us that there's a lot of different angles for us to sell things. And then next we have spending methods. You know, we want to look if they're going to be spending money. Are they doing on travel, gas, you know, different things like that, where we get a little bit more information when we get into the purchase information here. And that's where I'm looking for. Retail spending, do they do a lot or low? Online purchases, this is another good one that we want to know about. They're about average to our user. What are they buying? A lot of clothing, which is good for t-shirt sales, stuff like that. Food and drink is second, which is right up the alley of what we're doing with the the vegan diets and the ingredients or whatever we'd be selling. Subscription services, that's a good. You could do a monthly vegan subscription service. And then they have got lots of pets, so that's something to look at as well. Alright, so that's pretty much it, man. You can use this Audience Insights to really dive into any niche, find lucrative niches out there. Like I said, you can go through this information of the activity, the household income, the purchase information, throw in any interest you have out there, and see how good it is. I mean, we could go archery. Let's see if archery, World Archery Federation, 60 to 70,000. They do way more online purchases than our vegans. So in the medium range, that's really good. They're buying a lot of clothing and a lot of, what is this, subscription services. That's good as well. Activity, 21 ads clicked. That's really good. So this is another quality niche to go after. Archery. This is how you can kind of look at it. So if we do something like, let's say, let's do a dumb mortgages, mortgage loans. So we'll do this as kind of, you know, a dumb type of niche. So we're looking at 16. You know, that's a little bit less ads clicked. The interaction with posts was a little bit less. This was half of the vegans. It was at 40, I think, something on the other one. So we can see mortgage loans isn't really in a super active, super productive market for us to go after, unless of course we're selling mortgages. But if we're doing a social niche around kind of the method I teach, then you can see that this isn't the social type of lucrative niche to go after. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact me, comment below, you know, whatever you need to do, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. My name is Travis Petelle. Have a great night. Take it easy.